producing, but you'd kind of been doing that anyway, really, you know, in terms of how involved you were and how interested you were in the makings of it. But Mission was the first official producing credit that you had.
Yeah, and I went, and Stanley Jaffe was at Paramount, and Sherry Lansing was there, a woman I knew since I was, both of them I've known since I was 18, and they're like, listen, you know, I felt at that time I wanted to produce something, and I looked at their library. I was like, I want to produce Mission Impossible. That'll be my first film that I'm going to produce.
Why? What was it about it that was appealing?
You know, I love the theme music, you know.
Oh, the want to sing it.
I love the music, bum,
Unbelievable.
bum, bum, bum. You know, I was like, that's really cool. And I thought it'd be interesting to take a Cold War TV series and turn it into action. And it also, I wanted action suspense, and I wanted to, you know, with motion, a lot of people, you know, of course, you know, I've studied silent movies and Fantasia and musicals, and how to utilize motion. And you see me even in taps. I'm a physical actor. You know, I'm looking at behavior and kind of the effect of just behavior, period, on, you know, human behavior and how that reflects. So
even in the film, when you throw yourself out the window, you know, it's kind of like
and sprinting,
it's all,
and looking at Mission and kind of going, what can we do with action, you know? And the stuff that I'd seen, I remember being on taps, and I was like, oh my gosh, these guys actually, like, there's stunt people that do this, and I would study them and learn those things, and kind of how can I evolve action and storytelling and imbue kind of that kind of story with greater amount of motion and develop that stuff, and that's what happened, and that is my interest. So I'd studied stunts and different cameras. I thought, me doing it, you can put the cameras in closer and in different places, and so I was constantly working and developing my abilities, so we could do stuff like that, and really develop technology, how we could do it, because how to put the camera that close to me on the train. And it was such early days that, you know, the harnesses that I'm wearing were very new, and the cables were very new, and we were all experimenting and testing, and I was like, I'm gonna wear this harness in the CIA room, but that's also a harness that I used under my wardrobe, so I was developing how do we handle the wardrobe with these harnesses, and how many different wardrobe sizes do I need, and also evaluating, like, where the camera. Now, I remember I was on the train, I got blown from the helicopter to the train, and the camera was there, and there's pipes, you know, the rigging pipes are out there, and I was like, guys, I might impale my skull on this pipe. And no one had thought about stuff like that because,
Yeah, Tom does.
Yeah, I did. When we were there. I was like, so we're learning kind of how to proceed when I'm doing it and the actor's that close to the camera. And we're doing it for the camera. We're designing motion and action for the camera. So